Maybe I'm gonna be alright one day, and maybe there'll come a time when I can say I'm alright, I'm doing fine. Maybe I'm gonna get back all I lost, and maybe I'll survive the cost. Ooh, how can it be? What I lost was me. Someday I'm gonna drive up in my car and look for all my friends. I'll find out where they are. I don't want them back, just things I'd like to ask. Sometimes I'm floating in the clouds. I see myself as I look down, running in a race, and I am ready to take off. Now I find that I am back at school. I am trying so hard to be cool. I'm talking to a girl, and then I wake up. You don't know me, I am not that bad. I could never do anything like that. So deep within you, can you forgive me? You don't know me, I am not that good. I can't forgive you even though I should, because it's too late to say you're sorry when the damage is done. I don't want no apologies from anyone, from anyone. Maybe I'm gonna be alright one day.
It's just staying alive, and yeah, I'm alive, but let's see. What can I do now? I do exercises with this hand. can do pretty good with it. And
driving while intoxicated doesn't discriminate. You know, you get all classes of people, all races of people. You know, it's a crime. It's not a mistake. Good people, you know, commit this crime. It's businessmen, you know, mothers, fathers, people that are normally good parents or good, you know, upstanding citizens make the mistake of drinking and driving, and you know, at that point they become criminals, at least for that night.
We respond to thousands of accidents a year, and I'd probably say close to a third of them are somehow related to drinking and driving. The fatality rate is high along a lot of accidents, but you know, drinking and driving causes a lot more accidents.
I've seen, you know, accidents that are the most unbelievable things. They don't even seem real. They're so horrific. There's tons of stories. You could go on forever.
We handle approximately 1,500 to 2,000 DWI prosecutions per year. And of those prosecutions, over 85% of the offenders charged are either convicted of driving while intoxicated or driving while ability impaired.
Penalties vary in DWI accidents. You have misdemeanors, which is driving while impaired, and then you can have your felonies, which is DWI twice. And we have many of them. We have many of them. That can result in jail time. That can result in prison time.
We impose fines, jail time, probationary sentences coupled with treatment programs as consequences of driving while intoxicated convictions.
The vehicle becomes a weapon when you drive under the influence of drugs or alcohol. DWI can ruin your life forever. It's too late to say I'm sorry. It's too late to say, oh, I shouldn't have done that. You have to be responsible for yourself. Once you start drinking, you better know your limits. And that's very, very important.
Now, in this particular county, we had the unfortunate experience of having to prosecute someone for murder as a result of the facts and circumstances surrounding his particular conduct, which was egregious, outrageously egregious.
And we went to a local park, and on the way there, we picked up, I picked up, I think, 2 6-packs of wine coolers, or 4 packs of wine coolers, and I guess I compromised to say that I would drink wine coolers instead of beer. So that's where we had made arrangements earlier in the day to meet up with 3 other girls that were friends of the young man that was with me, and I was supposed to go pick them up.
As soon as they left the parking lot, and I might add, they had never met these offenders before in their life. And as soon as they left the parking lot, the offender reached speeds of up to 110 miles an hour with his car. And this caused panic in the car. The girls were yelling and screaming to stop. They were pleading with the offender to stop because he would kill them if he continued to drive the way he did. His response was only, I can handle it.
We're just driving with the music going and thinking that everything was going to be all right.
And just a few short minutes later, while rounding a curve at about 110 miles per hour, the offender crashed head-on into an innocent motorist on her way to work, killing that person instantly. Also killed in the crash was one of the girls.
I have 14 years and I think about 9 months in now. And most people would say that's a long time. And I look at it, it's a long time, but it's a short time compared to what I've done to come in here. Most people that haven't been through a system and haven't been involved with, the law would figure that if murder is an intentional crime, that it's something I intended to do what I did. Growing up, you say a murderer is somebody who went out and actually intended to want this to happen. And I know that in my heart and the person that I am and I grew up to be, I would never intend this to happen. And I got the time that I got because I deserved the time I got. If I would have got out in 6 months, maybe I wouldn't even be here today. Maybe I would have continued drinking. Maybe I would have caused even more harm than I caused that, initially. So for me to actually dwell on the fact that I did 15 years, you know, and to say that I'm bitter, I'm not bitter. I'm bitter that everybody still continues to suffer.
This is a crime. The reason why it's a crime is because of the devastation that it causes to the community around these drunks.
The man that hit me was driving with alcohol. He had alcohol in the car, drinking and driving.
Jonathan is just amazing. He's just amazing at what he's done. And how hard he's...
And how he handles it.
Yeah. I don't know how he gets up every day.
Because it's not like he's unaware of
he knows everything.
the situation.
He knows everything that's going on.
I was up in Cobleskill, New York, going to college, and I was driving, and I was going around the turn, and a man, I had no time to react and move my car. I got hit because I had no choice.
His friends camped out. They all stopped school, and they camped out at the ICU at Albany Med. This was a team since 7th grade. This was a cross-country team that they went to the proms together, and they did everything together from 7th through 12th grade. And when they realized that it wasn't a physical rehabilitation, that it was a mental rehabilitation, it was too hard for them. And he doesn't see any of his friends. They don't return his phone calls. They don't return his emails.
Let's go, Jonathan.
What the hell did I do to deserve this? I was talking to God. I'd say, well, please tell me. Please take me up to heaven and tell me. Because I sure as hell want to know why this happens to a beautiful person who never drinks, has never smoked. That wasn't even his first time driving drunk.
I'll say this, that I'm glad he's dead, because I don't have to go there now.
He got what he deserved. He died. He left his wife and his family, and he gave me no grief. You caused something that is just as bad as murder, because the chances are 9 out of 10 you kill somebody when you're driving drunk. So he tried to commit murder, and instead he committed suicide.
And his life, where it'll go from here, we don't know. But we have great hopes because it's Jonathan.
It's all right to go out and have fun. Have as much fun as you want, but do it responsibly. Because, like I said, it's too late to say I'm sorry. It's too late to say I shouldn't have done this. It's over with. In a minute, in a second, in a split second, your life is ruined, or you've ruined someone else's life. It's not part of our program.
The receipt, came over, then I'll write to my apartment so I know where we were, to film me, to film me, okay? We talked about my schedule and activities throughout the day. Sorry, I hope you can read my writing. Feed Murray 5 pellets. This is my beta fish. His name is Murray, and he eats once a day at 5 p.m. I give him 5 little pellets. When his ears are flapping, like you see how they're flapping, that means he's in a good mood, I believe. Murray, don't be camera shy, alright? I'm supposed to give him 5, but occasionally I give him 6. I have a bunch of DVDs. I enjoy watching movies. They're all comedies. I have every single movie that Adam Sandler, my favorite comedian, has ever been in. And if you turn the camera around, you will see this. Adam Sandler wrote Jonathan, The Waterboy Loves You. Love, Adam Sandler. My sister Sarah met him and said my brother's big fan who was hit by a drunk driver, so he gave me his autograph. I had a staff member working with me who was going to college and one of his majors was artistry. He was like, sit down, I'll draw a portrait of you. And I kept that. And stuff like that. And I got my sister met Adam Sandler. It's like, I remember my phone just rang and I wrote down who called. Good. On my part. But it's like yesterday is non-existent. And that's an everyday occurrence. Every day I can't remember one thing I did yesterday. I wake up knowing I have a traumatic brain injury and knowing that I'll have to write everything I do down, take notes, and I know it won't be easy, but I hope for the best.
What's missing is what he thinks is what any normal 32-year-old man has. He is missing a job. He's missing a girlfriend. He can't drive. He doesn't have a group of friends. He doesn't have the freedom to go where he wants, when he wants. And he sees this, and it's really hard for him because he knows what he's missing.
I'm very seldomly out of my apartment, and I get lonely here, you know? Where is my beta fist? They're very independent. He's not, like, he doesn't get lonely in there. Today, from 5 to 9, a taxi will pick me up at 4:45, and we're going bowling it's a TBI group, traumatic brain injury group, where a bunch of people with traumatic brain injuries go. It's good for us because we're socializing. We're not stuck in our houses or apartments watching TV. We're out.
Yeah, today's Saturday.
It's Saturday night. I want to go out with some friends, you know, have some fun, get a nice dinner and play some games or something. Like, I'm not a fan of bowling, but I'm a fan of seeing my friends, you know. I don't have staff taking me there. And it makes me happier, Philip, because it makes me feel more independent. I had to declare my independence. What I mean by that, Philip, is I had to show my parents and my staff that I can do it on my own. 10 years ago, I needed staff for everything. When I first moved into this apartment, I couldn't even go to the mailbox and back to my apartment. Hello? Okay, thank you. Alright, I'll see you in a sec. Okay, Philip, the cab is here now. Let me just... Alright, see you later, Murray. I talked to my beta fish.
It's hard. It's really hard for him. He just wants... He was a very social being. He had, you know, he had... Oh, I'm sure it's hard. I know it's hard for everyone. And what he's thinking of, what he wants, he doesn't think is so hard. Because it's the basics.
Is the cab here, Phil? No one's in that car, right, Phil? I don't get too aggravated in the summer when they call and say we're here and they're not here, but it's not as fun in the cold winters. I might have to call and say, where the heck are you?
My name's Melinda Pearson, and I'm a community integration counselor. No, it's not easy to get everybody together in Dutchess County, mainly because of transportation issues. It's rural, and the taxis, you know, don't always run on time. It's hard.
Get mad at them. You know what, Phil? We wait for them because they call me all the time and say, go outside, Jonathan, the cab is here. And they're not here. So I'm very upset now. I'm gonna wait until they we fed Murray.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till they knock on my door. You know? The cab still hasn't showed up to pick me up. Where are you? She's at the bowling alley now with other people like me, and they're wondering where I am, and I have to tell them that the cab is just so inconsistent and they don't know what they're doing. And, yeah. Well, I have a ton of movies, so we could just order something, have it delivered, and hang out here tonight. Hello? Well, we just went outside, Marvin, and no one was there. I don't understand what the heck he said, but... So, Philip? Can you please put your jacket back on? Is this your jacket?
That's your jacket.
Alright.
Friday night, well, they get dressed up bright, and they spend time with the boys, cruising the bars and checking out girls is something I'd enjoy. I am living in a world of little or no choice.
No, I just got here. Where'd you come in?
Ooh, it makes me wonder why they take it all for granted. Ooh, time they spend with all of their friends, and I am here alone. Stuck behind these
I'm giving public speeches all around the county and state, which I hope one day will help me get all around the country, giving my message about DWI, driving while intoxicated, because it's gratifying to know how many lives I have just saved. It makes me feel so good that someone is out there to help these teenagers make the right decision. I'm proud of myself for having that ability. This is my life, talking to kids about drinking and driving. And, you know, you gotta be happy with what you got.